your side. This is the KTBS 3 9 a.m. News Hour on KPXJ CW21.
Welcome back to your KTBS 3 News. We're wrapping up the month of March and talking about our nutrition and how to reel in something that puts a damper on a lot of people's weight loss journeys. We all want to shed some pounds for the spring and summer months. Here to talk about that and a whole lot more is registered dietitian Courtney Hammonds-Butts. Good to see you, Courtney.
Thanks for having me back.
No problem. It's certainly our pleasure. And Courtney is always loaded up with some great information on ways that we can be healthy and talk about our nutrition. And we are talking about overeating today and how that impacts people, and if they're trying to lose weight, how impactful that is. So let's just talk about how important it is to not overeat, or why that's so bad for our diets.
Yeah, so a lot of times I see with clients, it's you undereat during the week, you restrict, and think that that's going to be helpful towards your weight loss goals. But sometimes it really backfires on you, especially when you're going to a social gathering on the weekends, or if you're going out to eat, like we were just talking about portion sizes when you go out to eat.
Yes.
And it's really hard to really listen to your hunger and fullness cues when you have underate for so long, because you are very hungry at that point.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to keep that in check. Yeah.
And it seems like too, it's kind of, for some people, it's a lot easier Monday through Friday to really watch what you're doing, and then that weekend hits, and it's like, I've done good. I'm going to relax a little bit.
Is that something?
Yeah.
Yes. So I really am not a proponent for cheat meals. I think if you want to have I call them your fun foods. So they tend to be more decadent. My fun food is ice cream. I don't know if you know your fun food.
Donuts.
Donuts, yeah. And so I really encourage clients to incorporate your fun foods and normalize them during the week, so it's not so overwhelming when you are put in a position where you're at a party and donuts or ice cream is in front of you. You can trust yourself when you're around those, and so you don't overeat on them, because you can have them again.
That is a great point too, and that's why we like having Courtney. You have a great perspective on things. That's the first time I've heard the cheat meals so many times before. Do well and then enjoy it, but you said that can actually kind of just backfire on you. Yeah.
So I really empower my clients to obviously choose foods that are high in nutrients, fiber, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and protein. So when you incorporate that on your plate, you are more apt to be, satisfied, and that regulates your appetite. So it's easier to feel full when you prioritize those foods. But of course, I really empower you to enjoy your fun foods as well.
Yeah. I would like to talk about, we were talking about the portion size. I find that a lot of times we were just discussing this, I'm always taking a box home. Or when you do, you're out there, I think a lot of people, they're enjoying their food, but sometimes it's just way too much.
Right.
Talk about, if you could, how do you prioritize or get to the right portion size when somebody is bringing you a huge plate of food?
I think it really does come with time. It's not something that you learn overnight. And when you think of when you are a child, you can regulate your appetite really well. You know when you're hungry, and you know when you're full, and you stop. And I think it gets lost in translation over the years. And food is very good. It tastes very good when you're out to eat. But I think over time you can relearn those hunger and fullness cues. It's just a mindfulness tool that you can keep in your back pocket. I encourage my clients to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. So I always say to stay between a 3 and an 8, or a 4 and a 7. So you're right there in the middle, because once you get to a 1, you're ravenous, your eyes become bigger than your stomach, and you go all the way up to a 9 or a 10.
You're hangry at that point.
Yeah, hangry.
I certainly know that. And I'd like to ask you this too. What about how fast you should eat your food? How quickly? I've heard before, and you could probably clear this up, if you eat slower, that actually helps.
Yeah, absolutely. When you stop, slow down, and you enjoy your fun foods, and it takes a second for your brain to catch up with the eyes are bigger than your stomach. It takes a second. So slow down, enjoy your food, and maybe decrease all of your distractions. So don't eat in front of the TV. Enjoy a meal with others. Really enjoy your time with loved ones, and you're not only making memories, but you're also feeling fully satisfied after that meal.
Really like that.
Yeah.
Well, Courtney, as we mentioned, she is loaded up with great information with everything about our nutrition and our diets. Courtney, for our viewers watching, where can they find you on social media and get more great tips from you?
CourtneyButtsNutrition.com. That is my website, and I'm also on Instagram and Facebook at Courtney Butts Nutrition.
All right, fantastic. And you'll also find much more from Courtney on ktbs.com. Have it laid out nice and easy. Well, Courtney, thank you so much for your time today. Always appreciate your visits.
Thank you.